Hi everyone. I have a little bit more time today, so I like to look at two more charts for the next video, and maybe I'll divide into two videos. The first chart I like to look at is Chipotle CMG, and just to kind of see that and show that this is a stock that's under accumulation again, and it seems to me like it is ready to go again. But first thing first, let's take a look at the fundamental checklist and take a look at the weekly chart and see where it takes us. All right, let's look at the earnings dashboard. This company has been doing very well. Everyone knows about Chipotle, right? But let's take a deeper dive at this sales. They have been increasing the sales by 17-15%, probably by improving and opening new stores. What is more impressive is the earnings. The earnings has been increasing 25%, 35%. So these are very good earnings numbers for a restaurant chain. All right, and guidance. The guidance in this past quarter was probably not that great because it dropped quite a bit. I did not follow the news that tightly on the stock, but it must have said something to drive the sale because it dropped almost 9% that week. All right, technically speaking though, I think the stock is ready to go again actually. So the bad news has been digested, so it's probably ready to go. Well, let's take a deeper dive. All right, so for technical, I like to look at the daily chart and really take a look at the RS. So the RS right off the bat, and I'm just gonna focus on this recent quarter and quarter or two's action. All right, but I like to zoom out. Right, I was hoping that this stock can drop back down to this Taurus box that I drew from the previous base high, but it's been consolidating a little bit above it, basically in between this gap right, this previous quarter's earnings gap right there. All right, regardless, the action for the past 2-3 weeks has been pretty good. So looking at the relative strength, the line has been generally speaking going up, which is positive, which is a change from let's say from here where it was going down. Now, so that is a check for RS that the lines has been improving. Let's take a look at the other signs. The second one on my checklist is accumulation. That one is really a minus. So it's really not a check because I don't see any good green bars from this period. I only see below average volume trading ranges. These two bars pretty much cancel each other out, as you can kind of see on the price, the height of these bars. They might as well don't exist. Now, it's been creeping up and up, but I don't see any high volume. And the only plus was this dot right there, which is to indicate a pocket pivot. So there's some under the hood accumulation right there by some institutions. Now, as far as 65-day EMA goes, looks like it has been trading below the 65-day EMA line, but yesterday marked the first close above the 65-day EMA line, which is a positive divergence. And today it is down only a tad bit, but it will be interesting to see if we can close above that line. Now, if we can have two consecutive closes above the 65-day EMA, it would really pique my interest, and I would buy over the height of this bar, which is at 1970, basically, and a low risk entry will be that. And then if it closes below the 65-day EMA again, so that would be trigger a sell. So let's see from here to a close. So it's probably about 2-3%. Can't guarantee how far it will drop, but typically it won't drop too far away, all right, for a trading session. So 2-3% is a good risk to take and manage. So it looks like it's somewhat ready. Now let's take a look at another indicator that I always like to look at, which is the Super Trend AI by Lux Algo. Ever since this day, this stock has this has turned green, meaning it's almost ready to go, right? But we also have to look at our other indicators to have some conviction in the stock. Now, this one, if you only see it on that day, it's just a sign for us to just take a look at it. So let's see if it trade over the high of that day. It did, but it got capped by the 65-day EMA. It tried to poke through the 65-day EMA, but closes below. This that day it tried to close above the 65-day EMA, but not quite. And then yesterday it actually closed right above it. Today it looks to me like it's looking pretty okay. Now let's just see how this thing closes towards the end of today. Let's say by 3:30, if it can close, have a second consecutive close, I would put in a buy limit order for over the high of this day, the first day that it closes above the 65-day EMA or the total candle of the two. Now, let's see how this plays out. I would have to manage my risk accordingly. Looks like a max pain of 2-3% is very manageable. So I might go in there with at least a 10% position to start. And this is a big company, right? $54 billion company. The only negative that I'm seeing so far is just the accumulation. I haven't seen much of the green volume bars in here yet, but at least we got that one pocket pivot. So it's a mix, probability wise. I think it's worth it to test the water for a 3% risk, and see where it takes us. All right, that is it. Thank you.